You've heard of Sonic, right? Maybe you've played the games, maybe you've watched some of the shows like Sonic X, Sonic AM, and Sonic Underground. Even recently, I'm sure you've at least heard about the Sonic movies. Not that one. That's better. My name's Mustache Panda, and today I will be talking about the raw power that is Archie Sonic. If you've never heard of Archie Comics, or this version of Sonic, let me give you a quick rundown. Archie Comics is a publication studio based in New York, started in 1939, mostly known for publishing superhero-style comics. And they're still around today. Archie Sonic, aka Sonic the Hedgehog, was Archie Comics' longest-running licensed property, written by Ian Flynn and Ken Penders. There's about 290 issues of this comic, and the story is split into two different parts. You have pre-Genesis and post-Genesis. I'll be going over what the Genesis wave is later on in the video, as this video will cover everything up to the first chapter of the post-Genesis storyline, but this should cover everything you need to know for now. Before we get started, if you end up liking this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. It really means a lot to me. Let's try and hit 500 subscribers by the end of October. See if we can do it. Thank you so much for watching. In this video, we will be covering Sonic's AP and speed. This will cover his base form and his super forms, as well as some of his abilities, but as he has so many abilities, we won't be covering every last one in this video. Since we are talking about Sonic, it only makes sense to start off with his speed. Let's dive right into it. Starting off with base Sonic, his speed scaling is extremely easy. In this issue, we see Sonic casually do some pretty impressive stuff, like dodging 3 lightning strikes in a row, as well as dodging raindrops while just running to get from point A to point B. Why is this impressive? Well, as cool as dodging rain as it's falling is awesome for any normal human, it's not the part we want to focus on. Sonic is not only able to dodge the electricity of the lightning, he's able to dodge the strokes of the lightning, while also having a monologue as the strokes of the lightning are still visible. Strokes of lightning being the part that produces a flash. This easily puts base Sonic into the FTL category. This is backed up with this feat here. In these pages, we see Sonic casually dodging a laser and stating he moved at double light speed to make an after image, making Robotnik or Eggman think he vaporized Sonic. This clearly confirms Sonic casual FTL speeds, but it does go further than that. Let me explain. In Archie Sonic, there is a place called the Cosmic Highway. This highway connects all of the different zones together. We see Sonic not only traverse this highway, but travel to hundreds, if not thousands, of different zones in a short time. Now keep in mind, a zone is essentially an individual universe-sized celestial body. If we massively lowball and say that 1,000 is hyperbole and use 1/10 instead, with each zone being 148,000 light years apart, this easily puts base Sonic at the MFTL plus level or higher. We can back this up with a few different things. Firstly, we have this page. In 1/1,000,000th of a millisecond, or 1/10,000,000th of a nanosecond, Sonic is able to grab water, create a throwable object, and throw said object. If we assume that the bird he threw that object at is only a meter away, that would make Sonic's speed in base 33 million times faster than the speed of light. If we assume the night of 1,000 Sonic's feet takes place over 12 hours, with a lowball estimate of 100 Sonics being gathered, we would come to about 1.2 million times the speed of light. This previous feat shows that this would be disingenuous, as the series is very specific and literal when giving numbers involving Sonic's actions, including the distance between each zone. Not to mention here, we see the narrator state several hundred. This would mean these feats would put base Sonic around 33 million times faster than light in combat and reaction speed, and about 12 million times faster than light in travel speed, or at the highest tiers of MFTL+. But we can take it one step further by scaling Sonic to Metal Sonic in the When Worlds Collide special. In this special run of the comic that was wrapped up pre-Genesis, we see Metal Sonic overcoming Time Stop and Time Slow. What does this mean? Well, we see that Sonic in base is equivalent to or stronger and faster than Metal Sonic. What does moving and stop time mean? Well, considering that this is not an ability of Metal Sonic's, and he overcame it via raw speed, it would classify him for infinite speed. Let me explain why. If we look at the restrictions on infinite speed based on time manipulation hacks, we see that these apply to the user of the abilities, not the person overcoming them. A great example of the opposite is Jotaro versus Dio. Jotaro was able to overcome Dio's time stop by accessing the same hack's ability, whereas Metal Sonic, and in turn Bass Sonic, who logically outscales, overcomes it with their pure speed alone. This grants Bass Sonic infinite speed. Let's move on to Super Sonic. There's one feat I want to focus on here. Do you remember Sonic 2006? It was confirmed in the Complete Sonic Comic Encyclopedia that Sonic 06 takes place in an erased timeline on Morbius Prime from Archie Sonic. What does this mean, and what feat am I talking about? Well, the final boss of the game that Super Sonic takes on is Solaris. Solaris was the god of time who was split into two parts. The one we want to focus on is Mephiles. Mephiles, as a part of the time god, is also able to freely travel through time using an ability similar to Chaos Control. Keep in mind that Mephiles is a godlike being, and this is not hacks or a provided amp. Bass Sonic swaps hands with Mephiles a few times, but he never beats him. Bass Sonic can't compete with the ability to freely move through time. But with the help from Super Shadow and Super Silver, they were able to defeat Solaris, who is Mephiles with a significant but unquantifiable boost to all his stats. We can assume based on the description that Mephiles was the less powerful of the two halves, so we can use Occam's razor to lowball the amp to double. Super Sonic having a hand in his defeat would grant him immeasurable speed. And this is backed up by the timeline being stated to be erased post-Solaris, yet somehow Sonic still has the knowledge of the events that occurred, allowing him to scale above time via sheer speed in his super form. Let's move on to AP and durability. For AP, we have some pretty consistent feats from both Bass and Super Sonic. Let's start off with Bass Sonic. We know that he is relative to Knuckles. Based on these pages here, we can see that Sonic goes blow for blow with Knuckles. This is consistent through the entire pre-Genesis run. Knuckles is special in this case, as Knuckles is essentially a living, walking Chaos Emerald. You see, when he was still in an egg, he was exposed to a massive amount of chaos radiation. As a successful experiment, Knuckles is not only able to exert energy similar to a Chaos Emerald, he's able to project himself from other zones, thus warping reality with his chaos powers. What does this mean for Bass Sonic? Well, if we look here, we can see that 1/2 of a Chaos Emerald can create a zone. As we established, a zone is universal in size. Sonic, scaling to the full power of a Chaos Emerald via Knuckles, hits the universal ranges of AP easily. This would also translate to his durability, as we see him taking full force blows and punches from Knuckles in every fight they interact in. What about our favorite form, Super Sonic? Most of our scaling comes from one feat for this character. Let's talk about the Genesis Wave. This wave is stated to be able to rewrite and reshape the infinite multiverse by Eggman. We can confirm this is taking place over an infinite multiverse via this author's statement, stating that Sonic's multiverse is infinite and that Mega Man has his own separate infinite multiverse. Why is this important? Sonic and Mega Man, both in super form, powered by chaos energy, are confident in their ability to undo and rewrite this wave presented. Even Dr. Wily and Eggman are sure that Sonic and Mega Man can overpower the effects of the Genesis Wave. We then see Mega Man reverse the Genesis Wave for his universe in a single shot of Chaos Control. Keep in mind, as we have established, the use of the word universe in this instance is referring to an infinite multiverse being rewritten as stated by the author. Sonic attempts to do the same thing, but in the process was interrupted by Eggman, meaning Sonic, who has more experience with chaos energy, should scale directly to or above this version of Mega Man. To back this up, it is confirmed that Mega Man was successful, whereas Sonic was successful but completely broke his reality in the process due to Dr. Eggman. Fun fact, this means it was Sonic who caused the world to shift canonically post-Genesis, not the Genesis Wave itself. This would classify Super Sonic for the hyperversal tier, or 12th dimensional, due to him being able to manipulate, rewrite, and counter-rewrite his own universe, which is infinite in size, while housing an infinite number of universal size zones, classifying it as a multiversal construct. As far as Supersonic's durability goes, Supersonic is stated to be completely invulnerable. Now, if we take this at face value, we would create a no limits fallacy, but as we know, Sonic is able to tank attacks in this super form, like the Super Genesis Wave and the power of Solaris, so it's safe to say that his durability sits near Hyperversal as well. This would make Sonic the strongest character we have yet to scale on my page. Congratulations, Sonic. That wraps up our pre-Genesis Supersonic and Sonic scale. I hope you really liked this video. It took a long time to make. Again, like I said earlier in the video, don't forget to hit that sub button and leave a like if you did like it. I'll see you in the next video, and adios, everybody.